Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the family. So we're going to start on time. My name is Alice, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of The Family. You're my guest tonight, so feel at home. Who is coming here for the first time? Raise your hand. Yeah! No, you're a liar. So welcome. So just to give you the big picture of where you are. So here is The Family. As we are here in Paris, but also in London, and recently, it's been 3 weeks in Berlin. Basically, our mission is to help any young, ambitious game changer to make their dream come true. And for this, we use 3 main tools. The first one is education. The second one is unfair advantages. I will tell you what it is after. And the third one is access to capital. So education, here it's like a school. We invite great people, great minds from anywhere in the world to come here on stage and talk. We video record it. You see my guys, video team. And you can find it on YouTube. But you can also find it on thefamily.co. Who is an entrepreneur in the room tonight? Okay. So if you want to connect with the family, really, let's share the same common culture, the same language. You have 12 chapters online on thefamily.co, going from finding the problem to raising funds, right? And if you watch every of this, it's for free, of course. If you watch every single chapters, then if we talk together, it's going to be seamless, smooth, easy, straight to the point, because we will talk the same language, okay? So really think about it. If you like what you're going to see tonight, if you like the atmosphere, the vibes, and if you want to start working with the family, we are happy to work with you, but please first go see that. You will win time, we will win time, everybody will win time. So education is online for free on YouTube, on thefamily.co, and also for the French people on courteault.co. Okay. Also, unfair advantages. So basically, we started helping startups here at the family. And we started acting like a kind of a syndicate. So we went to see all the best service providers for startups. And we wanted them to not to have to pay too much money when they start. So we went to see Amazon Web Services, Google, Facebook, all the A/B testing tools. And we can say, hey, we have the best startup in in the family. So what could you make as a great gift for them? And step by step, we started to have really good deals. And I'm really happy to say that it's the best deals in Europe that you can find. If you come to the family, it's an equivalent to 500K. In euro. So it's 500K that you save, basically, that you don't have to spend if you're part of the family. And last but not least, money. Money is important. Money when you need to grow. So in that sense, we help, we push. But now you have a good vision of what is a family. The most important to think of is that we want you. We want this local ecosystem to start being paid forward. This is really, really the thing we want everybody to start working on and having this kind of attitude of giving first without waiting for receiving. See what I mean? My English is not so good. But that's okay also. It's just to make you feel at ease, you know, that when you are a startup, you need to speak English because you need to target the rest of the world. You need not only to focus on France. It's okay if you have the French accent. It's cute. So, tonight, it's Pitch Don't Kill My Vibe, and basically, you know, the rules are pretty simple. We've selected 5, actually tonight it's a special night, 6 startups tonight. 6 startups on stage that we kind of loved, but we want to see more of them. And basically, it's very first time pitching, trying to see if you're gonna like it or not. So take it as an open mic, you know, when a singer comes and start his song and want to test his song in front of an audience. It's really the same for startups. So let's be nice tonight, okay? We're not here to judge. We're not here to judge, we are here to give constructive feedbacks. And basically, it's not what we call a proper investor pitch. We want them to explain very simply what they do, one sentence, what is the problem that they want to kill, and show us a beautiful demo. We want to feel the product. We want you to imagine that you are using this product. We want them to tease you, right? And of course, explain the market, and the most important, who they are and why they do what they do. Tonight, we're going to see Donkeez, Felix, SPOTR, great job, Charly, and Ease in that sense. So, the winner win Lion. What does it mean? So, Lion is a program that we just released here at the family to solve a big problem that all of our startup founders face is recruitment. Okay, so recruiting in France, you have tons of talents, tons of great schools, but we are lacking people who have an experience, a great experience in a startup. So you may have a guy who is a great engineer if he has never worked for Dropbox, Airbnb, Facebook, Google, and in San Francisco. I'm not talking about the office in France. Then he doesn't have a real proper startup experience, right? Okay. So Lion, it is simply the best school to become an employee of a great startup. And that's my best entrepreneur who come here on stage and who speak to this audience of selected people. So it's free, but it's super hardcore to get in. And basically, what I say to what Megan, who is the CEO of Lion, say to these entrepreneurs who come on stage is onboard the audience as if they were your new employee. And there is no camera because we do speak about the true things, the real things. So we really have to make it close so that they can feel at home as if we were in the startup, onboarding the new employees. So the winner win the ability to have access to the pool of great employees at Lion. So my name is Alice, you already know me. Please come introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Côme. I'm in charge of growth and prototyping here at the family. So basically, I divide my time between helping startups about all growth hacking subjects like acquisition, retention, onboarding, whatever problems they can have on the growth. And the other half of my time is spent on prototyping startups for our corporate studios. So I build small products. I try to figure out whether they have a product market fit or not. And then we find a team, build the product, and launch it to become a fucking great company.
And we have an amazing guest star tonight, which is Bruno Raillard. So please welcome, give a lot of love and applause to Bruno. Bruno, I let you introduce yourself and explain a little bit more what is Otium.
Sure. First, thanks for having me. I'm very pleased to be there for my first pitch Don't Kill My Vibe session. So I'll try to do my best to help you. So my name is Bruno, obviously. I am the money, as Alice said, but we're trying to be something else also. We are working for a French entrepreneur whose name is Pierre-Edouard Sterrin. He founded a company called Smartbox, which now makes 500 million euros of sales in Europe and generates 40 million euros EBITDA. So it's a pretty big company he built. And now he decided to put all these assets back into like a private fund to back entrepreneurs, only French and European entrepreneurs, because we want to have a close relationship with them. So we want to be able to fly in 2 hours to Paris, London, Madrid, and so on to spend time with the founders. And we also want to know the underlying markets. So obviously we need to be where we live. So what do? We do early stage investments. We are trying. Well, the fact that we don't have any requirement, set aside Pierre-Edouard's requirement, obviously, to match. And he likes risks, he likes ambition, and he likes vision. So we're able to join a company very early if we buy on the vision. So that means that we can invest on seed rounds from 500K, let's say, and we aim at investing over several rounds to build up our position in the company and to back the company over a long term. We have roughly 200 million euros of cash to invest. Our target is overall from 500 million today, including Smartbox, is to have assets valued 2 billion euros in 2021. So that's a pretty ambitious goal Pierre-Edouard set to us also. And to do that, we have identified two main investment strategies that we are working on today. One is building almost from scratch offline consumer brands. So, for instance, we have backed Merci Andy, which is a family-backed startup working on beauty products. So the idea is to back companies that engage a community of like Generation Z, Generation Y consumers that address them with a new way of talking to them, and new products and a new mindset, and to help them scale their company in Europe. So that's for one. And myself, I built the technological venture team. So we're focusing on SaaS, marketplaces, and media models. So that we back from early stage to whenever they want. And for instance, we've recently backed Doctrine and Payfit, were also the family companies. So pretty big market share of the family companies over the past months. So we're very, very happy with that. So.
Thank you, Bruno. Welcome. And I have to say that Otium is basically a recent fund for us. I mean, we've been starting working together. It's been only 6 months, something like that. And they have been super pretty active. We like this kind of mentality, like very fair and paid forward. And I won't say this about everybody in the VC space. So thank you. And now we're gonna talk real. We're gonna start with Donkeez, right? Donkeez, are you ready? 5 minutes, you know the rules. Please give a lot of love to Donkeez.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm Anthony, CEO and founder of Donkeez, the photo contest application on iPhone. I recently left a 5,000 euro a month job to fulfill my passion of entrepreneurship. I'm a medium author too, but what I love to do the most is taking pictures, and especially pictures of my cat. His name is Billy. I mean, he's cute, right? But actually, that was my problem, because look at this second cat. This one is the cat of my brother, Jonathan, and we were fighting each other every time to know which one finally is the cutest one. Here is another cat. I'm sorry, but I cannot tell you which one is the cutest. That was the big problem for us. That was a pretty fucked up situation, because we were very arguing every time about this situation. So we went online to try to find some photo contest, and we realized that there was a big problem. There is many platforms doing that, photo contest, I mean. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, a lot of things online. And most of all, there is always different rules. It's pretty fucked up too. You can get lost very easy. That's why I created Donkeez, the photo contest application. Our objective here is to standardize the rules of the photo contest. Our motto is simple, it's 3 words: post, vote, win. Post a picture on a photo contest, get a maximum vote, and win a reward. So basically, there is 3 main screens in our application. The first one is post. So in the post main screen, you can see it's like vente privée. You have a list of photo contests. To participate is very easy. You just have to click, for example, in the cutest cat. Then you will have 2 days, 5 hours, and 21 minutes to post your picture of your cat. This is the rule. If you want to know what do you have to win in this photo contest, you just have to click in this little plus, and you discover what to win. Of course, each reward is related to the photo contest. Here is $20 on the cat food, because it's the cutest cat photo contest, of course. When your countdown is done, about 2 days, 5 hours, and 21 minutes in this example, you go in the vote page. All the cats, you recognize Billy, it's my cat. You have basically all the cats selected for the photo contest, and it's here you have to vote. The objective of all the participants is to get the maximum vote for their own cat, because the objective is to win the contest. So you can vote by going to the app every day, and we had a feature that you can invite your Facebook friend to vote for yourself. This is the best way to get, maximum vote in order to win the challenge. As you can see, there is another countdown here, and this countdown is to vote. So you have here 6 days, 4 hours, and 41 minutes to get the maximum vote for your cat. After this countdown runs out, the last page, as I say, win, is the Hall of Fame of Donkeez. So you have here all the winners of all the photo contests on Donkeez. You see that it's not Billy here, it's actually my brother Win, Jonathan, it's a real picture. And he was pretty proud about his cat. So what I can say most about the application is that you have a board, which is like a sum up list of all your participation. If you want more information of one contest you participated, you can click on it. For example, here we click on Angry Bird Photo Contest. Here you have, it's me. It was the Angry Bird Photo Contest, the most badass beard. Well, I lost too, but you have all the information summed up here. So in this contest, you have a reminder of your picture. You have a reminder of the countdown. You have a reminder of how many likes did you get for the moment. You have your ranking, okay? If you are first, second, if you need to boost your vote. And you have a reminder too about the gain, the prize you can win if you finish number 1. What about today? Today, we are in beta. Our beta is on App Store, so we've been testing now since September, so for 2 months. We had 12 photo contests. We reached 1.2 thousand votes in these 12 contests, and we have 150 users. And one last thing I would like to say now is that don't play yourself and download that shit. Thank you.
Overall, it was a nice speech in terms of presentation, and you used a lot of internet slang and references. So nice to hear that, and I think you grabbed that quite well. A few things though on the way it's presented. I'm not sure that the fact you left a 5K job is very interesting or very important, or you enter like that, in a weird way, and then you spend a lot of time explaining the product. And the thing is, you explain an app, and we'd like to see. You're a community business, which is great. But what really matters is your users, the way they use the app, the way they're addicted to the app, and we can't really sense that in your pitch. We sense that you've got a beautiful app, it's nice, it works, etc. But I was just wondering why you would do an app first. Maybe the thing is, I've got the impression you're building an app, you're not building a community. And what really matters is the community. It's the engagement, it's the fact that you're having people post all the time, coming back at all the photos, voting. You want engagement, because this is where you can build something that matters. And so I don't know if you have that. On the last slide, we've got the impression that it's a bit like, okay, now I've built a super shiny app and I'm going to sell it. And actually, I think what really matters is first building the communities, then building the app. You can perfectly run a contest like that on a Facebook group. It's very easy. You build a Facebook group. You say, okay, so this week contest is, I don't know, cats. You invite your friends. They invite their friends. You build this kind of viral loop to make sure that everyone invites their friend, makes their friends vote for the cat. And this is the way you will build a community and you will build some engagement. And the problem is our screens are crowded with apps. It's hard to make people download. It's hard to make people not erase the app, come back at it, etc. And so you give the impression that you've built the app and now what? And so that's the thing I would say. I mean, I'm not really convinced on the fact that you should have built an app. And I would like to see some figures about your community and engagement.
No, but I agree with what you say. What I can say, it's been a year now we developed the app. I first have the idea in the startup weekend of Nantes, where I meet this man. And, we had a really great time, really great feedbacks. And we were thinking, as I say in the problem slide, that the problem in Facebook, Twitter, all that, there is a lot of photo contests. I'm not alone to do that. But I realized that if you want focus in reading photo contests, because there is people like to play this type of things, there is no constant stuff. For example, Whiskas, maybe they can have one photo contest for cat for once by year, but after it's done. But there is people like us try to, like to play and continue to try to win some stuff and see some funny pictures too.
This is why you can be different. You can be the unified community for photo contest, and if I'm Whiskas, if I'm I don't know what company, I can go to your group and say, okay, that's what I want to do. And so you want to build this community, and it's just that. What is your KPI? What is your metric, for instance? You said that you had 150 users, I think, but what matters is how many votes per user, how much time do they spend on the app, are they addicted? Because basically that's it. You want addicted users, or
it's basically for the 2 months pretty the 150 users we had now is pretty active because they come to the app
but
every.
You'd better get 10 users that spend hours on your app rather than 1,000 that just goes on it every 2 minutes for a month.
Yeah, that's why. Of
but
course.
But show me these KPIs. That's what I want to say, because this is where your value is. So that's what you can sell. That's why. And if you tell all these people, so okay, I've got addicted people. Do you want to join the group? You've got a much better way of action.
Okay, pretty much the 1.2 thousand votes is divided in the 150 users you have. But that's why, after 2 months, 150 is not so much, but this 150 gives great feedback. And it's pretty much like 100 votes in 2 months by users is something, for us is good, for us it's okay. But I agree with you, maybe I will, in active user stuff to show.
Pretty difficult to try and add something to what Côme just said. I like the way you pitch, so the way you talk and so on. So everything is very consistent with the mindset you want to have in your app. So I think you can communicate that pretty clearly. So that's good. And I'm chiming in with Côme on the fact that. And I tried during your pitch understanding how it works actually. So do you and your brother, you go on the platform and you create a new contest and then you invite guys and so friends, and so you're fighting with your networks to bring people on to vote? Or are you participating in an existing contest built by Whiskas? So how do you create the content on the platform? How does it work? And at the end, how will you make myself, who is not I'm not making a contest with my brother, but maybe I would like to, just discover fun stuff, have another way of discovering new snaps, Instagram pictures, whatever, and just browse through it, spend some time in the metro unwinding and betting on contests. So how will you engage me, and how will you make me want to come back, and what will you provide to the end user in terms of retribution for voting? So it can be points, it can be new friends, can be just having fun, but you will need some meat to convince me to come on the platform.
Yeah, we in the startup weekend we have a lot of idea about that, because the objective after is to have something like not about points, but maybe some patch, to say this man posts every month one picture, and gamification stuff. But I tried to stay the most simple possible to have, because our MVP is post-vote win, and by creating a Facebook page is quite difficult. It's not. I don't know if we had this Facebook page, if the community feel like Donkeez in the app is quite similar than Facebook, because Facebook is not made for photo contests. We can use it as photo contests, and that's pretty what brands do now. But our MVP post-vote win was something far away. That's why we decided to try directly the app instead of trying in Facebook stuff. But I get the point.
Just a question to the audience: who would like, honestly, to download and to test the app? Okay, it's really a few people. And the pitch was good. The slides were beautiful. You look great, even though the 5K things makes you not likable. Yeah.
I hesitated so much in the beginning. Exactly. Finally, it was that. Exactly.
Yeah. It's okay. No, it's just that for me, if the audience is not that into it, maybe my analysis is that if you do a social photo sharing app contest, whatever, the only thing that you have to do is to put it online, to give it in the end of the people, and to give it to people who love it, who become big fans. They are purists, they are photographers. Instagram started with purists, like super hardcore photographer. And they don't give a shit about having Whiskas coming into their place, So on that pitch, I don't understand, You cannot try to make something cool out of something entertaining, something that could be art, something that can be a pleasure between friends, and put some brands in it. Your reference, it looks like vente privée. Who wants to go on vente privée to have some fun? I mean, it's really not the place where we go. But if you tell me, no, I'm not doing a social photo place app, whatever how you want to call it. I'm making the coupon business cool. The coupon business? All the people who wants to save €20 on, or actually 0.20 cents. I mean, but this market is big. And I don't know if we can use, I just want to show you, because I have been, it's really not my culture, but I need to show you a website. Okay, you got it? Okay, let's say you're in Germany, and this website, it's shit, it looks like shit, right? Well, imagine it's 50K unique visitor per day, and it's a business of coupon. And the guy, every day, they are crazy on their app, just watching at this coupon. You see the swag of this? Like, you see the cooliness of the thing? Okay, so, name. I mean, if you tell me, I'm gonna make this cool. I mean, there is a big market, it's so uncool, it's the coupon business. And I'm gonna make it fully mobile, and people will have to, I will gamify this. Then I understand. But if you tell me I'm doing something just for you to love and to be entertained, whatever, and you put Whiskas on it, then I'm... No, it's not Whiskas, sorry. It wasn't Whiskas? Yeah, you saw Whiskas. Yeah, there were Whiskas. Yes. Anyway, it's okay. So, you have to choose. That's what I meant. Yeah. That's what I mean. Okay? You cannot do both. I mean, focusing on the business model from day one, if you are on something entertaining, pure kiff, it cannot be possible to put brands in it from day one. Or if you're on the coupon market, then there is something, there is a pitch. It's another pitch. Don't try to mix these two pitches.
Okay.
Are you on the one or the other?
The one of those. One, sorry.
Which pitch are you in? Like, is it the social, like, let's play games?
I know it's more about fun. You see,
It's fun. Then forget the brand.
Yeah.
At first sight, I mean, you don't start with trying to make a business out of it. To start, you really try to serve your purpose, which is having fun, pure fun, with photographer or brothers who want to contest their cat photograph.
Just look at photography forums. It's just fascinating. People just run contests about anything, like, I don't know, reflections or, I mean, you've got Tony here. He's a great photographer. You should talk to him and ask him what he'd like as a contest. And try to get these people who are really, really good at photographing on your app, and others will come. If you want to take the fun part.
Yeah, no, it's good.
All in all, it was a great pitch, so thank you. Give a lot of love. The next one is Felix.
Hi everyone. So my name is Thibaut. I'm here to talk to you about Felix, the company 3 other friends and I founded and launched a few months ago. So I'm going to start with this concept, seamless. So for those who don't really know what a seamless user experience is, a seamless user experience is basically an experience that feels very natural, very smooth. So for example, the Facebook login, when you just click on an app and you just logged in, is a seamless user experience. You don't have to fill up all your information data. So it feels painless. And many, many things are becoming more and more seamless nowadays, but some still aren't. And one of them is transportation, especially in Paris. So this number, 155 hours, it's the number of hours a Parisian have spent on average stuck in a traffic jam in 2013. So to give you an idea, it's about the time to run 31 times the Paris Marathon, or to watch 2 times the entire seasons of Game of Thrones. So that's not really seamless, is it? So that's the issue we decided to tackle with Felix. And that's why we founded it, because we want people to have a choice not to waste so much time in traffic. So we created an app, basically works like Uber. It's a Uber-like platform. But our drivers, instead of coming with a classic basic black car, they come with this 100% electric maxi scooter. So you can divide by 2 the time and transportation. So now if you want to go to an acting class or something on the other side of Paris at night, instead of taking 40 minutes, you only take 20 minutes to go there. Or even if you have a meeting or a lunch, for example. So this is what Felix is for. So mototaxi exists. The mototaxi industry has been developed for 10 years now, but we're very different from it. What we do is different in 3 parts. The first one, we have an app. So we are as well seamless, if I might say so. You can order and book a driver on demand on the app. It's already on iOS and Android, so you can download it. We also use 100% electric scooters. So this doesn't have any negative impact on your environment and the environment or others around you. And last but not least, the prices. We decided to lower the prices as much as possible. So this is an example to go from Opera to the family in a regular mototaxi, 45 euros, with us only 12 euros. It's basically the price of a regular taxi, except that you go twice as fast. So that was the main issue for us, is to manage to lower the price. And trust me, we didn't make many friends among the mototaxi industry by doing so. So now that you get the concept, I'm going to go into the specifics and tell you what we did and who we work with in order to give you the best product possible. So first of all, our superheroes are the drivers, the Felix drivers. They're the one that's going to take care of you, so they're great for that. We work with them every day in order to improve their customer cares. They're 100% professional drivers. So what does that mean in mototaxi? It means they have a state license that proves that they are good drivers. They train for it. They have a lot of experience in motorcycle. So we train them before, we try them out before. They have an insurance, full risk, with our partner AXA. And they have great gear, very high-end equipment for the customers. It's all BMW, which is also a partner on the project. So that's for the drivers. What do we do on our side? So we have the partners, BMW, that gives you a great outfit. So you feel great. You don't have just a big yellow plastic on you when you go on a Felix. You have a nice BMW jacket. We use 100% electric maxi scooters. So it's a great feeling. I don't know if you've ever seen it in Paris, but it's just an amazing vehicle. And we also give you a little hygiene kit with a candy and something to protect your hair, so it's not too messy when you get out. We also launched an app. So on the app, you can order a Felix in 2 types, reservation or on-demand. The idea is to make it as flexible as possible, so you can adapt your schedule around it. What we did, we added a special feature for you to choose at what pace you can go. So you can ask the driver if you're in a hurry or if you're more scared, because people don't react the same way on 2 wheels. And you can tell the drivers how fast you want to go. And finally, you can also create a business account, because most people actually use it for businesses. Our main users are lawyers or consultant and everything. Those are the ones that use them every week. So they can create a business account, and we also have a web platform actually for orders. Today we're looking for new users. We have users every week. We launched 2 months ago, a bit over 2 months ago. We have users every day. We have over 300 people that have used the app, and over 55 people that use it every week. They give us great feedback, but we want more. We want to grow faster, so please download the app. To make it a bit easier and even painless for you, we came up with this discount, the family, that you can add on the app, and you have a 10 euros discount on your first ride. So please don't hesitate to use it and to share it to your other friends. And to finish, this is the founding teams. So Benedict, our engineer that worked with us, she's great. She did everything for the app, the server and everything. So she works by herself, and now she's helped by a new developer. Thibaut, that's probably here in the room now, that works for our community. So he's the one that's going to take care of you. Felix, he's called Felix actually, is the one that works with our drivers and for operation, and myself. I am the CEO, and I work especially with Benedict. So thank you very much, and don't hesitate to use it. We'll be glad to help you.
So for this one, I cheated a bit because I knew about you before coming. So sorry about that. Well, that was a very good pitch, very clear, fast-paced, good design, and so on. So well done. The way you started was a bit difficult to understand at first. So starting with seamless I couldn't see the point when you were talking about it, and then I was not totally seeing the point afterwards. And on the other hand, your second slide on the 155 hours lost in traffic jams is very visual. Your mass with Game of Thrones and so on is also very visual, so you could actually start with that, I think. And so you anchor the audience on the real problem. No one likes spending time and people coming to this event. I think it was traffic jam or metro jam or metro strikes and so on. You could elaborate on that so everyone relates to the problem. So that was the main things on the pitch. Just on the business in itself, I was wondering, the drivers, are they on your payroll, or are they freelancers that you from whom you take a cut?
No, they're independent. It's okay. Uber-like model.
It's an Uber-like model. Okay. I'm not sure if it's necessary because it's like a B2C presentation normally, but maybe under explaining the way the cut you take could clarify also how you make money out of it from the 12 euros, because obviously paying less than 45 euros to a moto taxi is very good, but understanding that you will be able to earn a living out of those 12 euros is also interesting for you, actually. Obviously you could also elaborate on the cost of acquisition and so on, but that's not the point. I found that also you have got some smart features on your product, the private versus business selection. At first I thought it was cluttering your product, but in a way, being able to split easily between pro and perso is very handy and very seamless for actually for users. And I guess you have lots of people using it just every day for themselves and for business. So, well, that was maybe you could give some more data points on the traction usage and so on. That's a bit like for Donkeez, I think. Understanding how many times people come back on your app, how many times were they able to find a ride, and your level of service is also. It will be obviously a big focus for you to be able to have drivers that serve the demand. So you will need to build it up very, very progressively, and maybe the booking and on the immediate demand can be difficult to manage at the beginning. So I think that's why Uber focused on just being on the go, so because it's easier to manage the liquidity when you just send the scooter to the first guy who's wanting one.
Yeah, actually, Uber launched reservation.
Yeah, just
a few
months ago. So it was lots of years after launching.
Yeah, but it works just like on demand technically. They just tell the drivers 15 minutes before the reservation, someone is waiting for you somewhere, and they go.
Just on that last point, maybe you will it will maybe create some expectation gap, because if I book a scooter, I expect to be certain to have a scooter, and not like 15 minutes before. Oh, sorry, there are no drivers because they are all on other rides, and so I booked it yesterday, and I'm just crazy.
Yeah, no, that's not how we work. We don't do
but I guess, but it could. Okay, so that just to.
Basically, you take all of his question and you have your pitch to fundraise money with him. Next time. You need money right now?
No, not right now. Maybe probably in 5 to 6 months.
Okay. Who wants to download the app to try? Yeah. And who use Uber? Yeah, it's obvious. It was an amazing pitch. Seriously, a very good pitch. I was impressed from the beginning to the end. There is a kind of effect like the guy young, he come on stage and, hey, I've designed a rocket, we can go to the moon. And it works. And yeah, I mean, I have nothing to say except like bravo, it's super impressive. But I have to put some to help you go further. I mean, my main question in my mind is why this guy is working on this specific market. Like, you're not a motorbiker? No. You're not into ecology? You're not. Okay. So what makes you be passionate about this?
So basically, your question is how we got the idea. The idea came actually to Felix and Thibaut when they were in Cambodia, and when they were in Phnom Penh, they used what they call there the motodop, which is basically a scooter, someone on a scooter that takes you somewhere, and it's a very, very jammed city. And they said, oh, this is amazing, it's such a nice way to get around, so why don't we use it in Paris? So we decided to translate it in Paris with all the adaptation we did to make it more modern, more adapted to a European city, and more secure, of course, because we actually give you a helmet on Felix.
So I've agreed with all that have been said so far. It's a really good pitch. The metric, like the 1 of 100 hours you spend in traffic jam, we all see the point here. So it was really great from that. But I'm sorry to be the horrible guy about metrics tonight, but just to perfect the wow effect of the pitch, it would be great to see just some metrics about how your users use the app. I know it's a public speech, and so you don't want to get too much into the details, but it would just be nice to see, okay, oh, by the way, we're having a lot of clients, everything's going well, and so, you just get amazing on all across the board. So I don't know if you have that, but just some metrics. If you have some pros, how many times they use your service per week, how do you acquire them? So I don't know if you have some, but it's quite great. I mean, you could just get in front of offices, flying and scrapping all the directory of companies and then processing company per company, and to go like this. And I think you've got a business model that is all sorted out, actually.
Yeah, we have done some flying during the summer. Now it's a bit cold, but to give you an idea, we've had 150 users, 50 of them are coming back every week. So so we have good recurrence metrics. The reason why I'm saying that is because the hardest part for us is to have you go on the motorcycle for the first time, because obviously everyone is a bit scared because they've never used it before. But the fact is that people are coming back, so it means they really like their experience. So try it one time, and you obviously, I hope you will fall in love with it.
So the next one now is SPOTR. Give a lot of applause to SPOTR also.
Hi, my name is Alex. One question, I'd like to know how many Instagram users we have in the room. Can you raise your hand? We got a majority of people, it's amazing. For each camera that we sell today, we sell over 10 camera phones. One camera, 10 camera phones, which really tells you a lot about the way people are taking pictures today. It's as if we'd all become photographers. And that's the reason why we cared so much about Instagram as a platform. We love this platform, we find it incredibly creative. And so really, it's crossed the mark of 500 million users. And when you start looking at what users post on Instagram, it's an incredible community of creative people, and they're looking to capture new things, new places, and colors. And it turns out we pretty much, all of us lives in cities, right? And when you look at cities, a lot of them hides original places for us to take pictures. The problem is we don't always know where those places are. So from there we went to Google and we started looking at search patterns to kind of understand whether or not people are actually looking for new places to photograph. And it turns out there is a demand, and it tends to be growing over time. But the problem is Google isn't really helping people, because Google is bringing up a limited amount of locations. They're not up to date, and they're kind of all over the place. But most importantly, Google will point you to places you're likely to know where to find on your own, like the Eiffel Tower, le Champ de Mars, and that sort of things. So we saw an opportunity to solve this problem, and this is how we created SPOTR. SPOTR is a mobile application that allows you to go and find original, unseen locations in your city. So it's only logical from there that we work with the Instagram API. All you need to log into SPOTR is an Instagram account. You can also use the app without an account. Think of SPOTR as a complement to Instagram. We're not a substitute to Instagram. People that are using Instagram will still go there to post their content. We're just offering them a place to identify new places. The user interface is so simple. We have two screens, a map and a list view. Across those two screens, you can find the search, and this is the feature we're mostly proud about. The search is incredible. It works like magic. Here's the first thing you can do with the search. You can process keywords that are related to geography, like a zip code or the name of a street, what Google is doing, basically. But the amazing thing you can do with the search is you can actually type keywords that are related to topics and things. So if you have a pretty much defined idea of something you want to capture, like graffiti, for example, or if you're in Paris and you're looking for bridges, you can just type in that keyword. Think of the possibilities. Let's imagine I'm wearing a yellow outfit today, like a pretty dope outfit. I want to contrast that with a blue background. I'm able to type in the keyword blue, and SPOTR will likely to be finding places for me that contain this color. Of course, we know that not all of you are going to have defined ideas of what you want to capture, and this is why we're creating this second screen. That's the list view, and what it's doing, you're going to love it. It's gathering all the most frequently used keywords on Instagram. Your favorite tags, think about them. Geometry, colors, lines, park, gardens, patterns, all that sort of things. This is your final destination on SPOTR. It's the last screen, that's the spot card. It's basically when you've found out about your spot, you go there, and you basically get the opportunity to immerse yourself in that spot, looking at other ways people have captured the same locations. You can also interact with other users by just commenting or liking pictures. Here's one simple way you can use SPOTR. You're out in the street, you're just walking, you have your mobile phone or your camera in hand, and you can just looking at spots that pop up. But of course, we also want to be user-generated, so if you come across a spot that isn't listed on the application, you can just add it yourself, and this is how we want to grow. I'm almost done. SPOTR is not live yet. It's going to be live in January 2017. This is a product that took 2 years to build. And this is not because the technicality is crazy. It's just that I knew nothing about those places, and I had to become buddies with people that do this for a living. And those are Instagrammers, people that have a very closed world. They don't let a lot of people in because they do urban exploring, and sometimes it's barely legal. So I had to go over Paris rooftops in the metro and all that sort of things. This is the team of people that have been working on this product. We're just young, hungry, and talented, and I love them. And that's SPOTR people. I'm just gonna keep talking. Just put some Kendrick on, because like I like this vibe. I want some Kendrick on. You weren't ready for Kendrick. You weren't ready, Charly. No? Let's just talk. Do you guys see the U.S. election? Oh my God, it's crazy. No? No Kendrick. All right. That was SPOTR. Thank you for listening.
Well, congrats again for a pitch, very, very clear. I think that at the end we were going to do something like more crazy and fun and stuff and spontaneous, and maybe you can. And if you're, not everyone is able to do that. So if you feel that you're able to do that, I would advise you to put some more of it into your pitch, which would bring more punch into it. Regarding the value proposition you have, I don't think I totally see like a real problem for consumers. I feel that it's a bit weak for consumers to find good spots to take pictures. But on the other hand, if you build a technological layer on top of Instagram that enables everyone to search with keywords into pictures, well, there are lots of people building this kind of tech today. So, but if you have a good tech on top of that, maybe you could think about going to companies doing video picture licensing for advertising and so on. I mean, today brands are looking are killing for influencer marketing content, and so leveraging it with brands paying for pictures, for using user-generated pictures into advertising could be a way to earn money and to have something where you can provide more value to the end user. So that would. That's my main comment actually. The B2C approach, which is maybe not the best way to apply your technology.
Okay, you're confident. It's cool to listen to you. You have an Obama style. In a way, you know, we love you even more for that now. But the thing is, in this kind of pitch, of course, first you need a good end. Never forget the end. Like, I don't know what you have at the end. I don't know. I was lost. But it's important. Second thing, what do you want from this audience? Do you want them to start thinking of you? So in January, they will remember you to download the app?
Yeah, that's kind of the idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if you want them to remember you, I mean, the slides were beautiful, but it wasn't memorable. We need, on this kind of usage, a wow effect. Even if it doesn't work yet, I mean, I need to feel the thing, because you have a guy here who is, like, fond of photograph. Like, he takes pictures, like, beautiful pictures. I'm 100% on my life on Instagram all the time. So I see the point of going in the street and being able to see all the pictures that have been made in this place. You know, I can imagine this kind of pleasure, totally. But here in your presentation, we didn't feel it. We didn't feel like, who are these people? What kind of pleasure it would mean, because it's not a problem you're solving. It's okay. I mean, you're not an app solving a problem. Sometimes you're just a super cool thing we want to have, you know, like a certain part of people want to have this, and it's possible technologically speaking. So in that case, if it's still not available, then we need something wow in the demo. And that, for me, that's the only thing, and that's the most important thing that was missing.
Like, you mean like the app working, like screens with like
the effect. I mean, it doesn't have to be like in a mobile like that. It's like, what is the exact use case? You're in the street, you love this kind of thing, you go to this place that you're discovering with a friend, and you're about to take a picture, but first you're going to see all the other pictures that have been made here by other Instagrammers.
Okay.
You know?
That's a fair feedback.
And showing us, like, maybe that your algorithm, it's not only taking all the picture, but it's also showing the best pictures, or pictures taken by, I don't know, stars. Yeah, Brad Pitt was there, he took a picture, you know. Like, I don't know what it is, what it means in terms of usage. That's what I want to see.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, so I agree with Alice on that. Actually, I think you solve a problem that I have. Every time I go somewhere, I actually go on Flickr or those weird old photography website, and I try to see what great photographers I like just did there and where they went, etc. But I think it's a very niche problem. So you can, photographically speaking, you can address a very niche of photographers or photography enthusiasts who like to take pictures, who like great spots to take great pictures, a nice angle, etc. It's nice, but overall it's a very small community, and I don't see how you're going to grow a big business out of it. And once again, it's just go on photography websites, just see how users react. You could just curate a list of places on your blog and solve that problem the same way. Now, what you've got, actually, if I understood well, is a great technology with a great sort of algorithm that can build and suggest places, and this is awesome. But I'm not sure you should address it to photographers, but maybe more generally to anyone who travels. And you could be like the Guide du Routard 2.0, and you can be like the Lonely Planet, 2.0. You know, like you are a guide with all those cool places. And you could do some cool things like guessing if this place is going crowded, and you suggest another one to me. And you can just solve all this problem. If every time I travel, I open Foursquare, and it's always horrible because you go on that Foursquare places that look so great, and you've got a queue of 100 person in front of you. And you say, all right, and you end up in the thing of the front of it, and it's horrible, and you don't want to stay there. So you could really find places that I will like, not that everybody will like, curated on my tastes. Places to visit, places to stay. You could base it on Instagram, maybe you could plug other API, but if you have this technology, just use it for a broader audience, and I think you will have something that's just crazy.
Right, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I guess this could have come through more in the pitch. What really motivated the idea of creating this thing was just looking at Instagram feed of bloggers. They are a type of people that look for a typical kind of backgrounds when they go to shoot their, outfits and stuff. Also, urban explorers. I have a lot of those in the people I follow, and those are people that when they're posting pictures, they get 100 comments, and all the comments are like, "Where did you take this picture?" And so this is where we kind of started thinking maybe there is a need for that type of product.
Yeah. Just one question: who went to La Petite Ceinture in Paris here? All right. Yeah. So yeah.
What's the question? What's the question?
Who went to the?
Who went? Sorry. Okay.
So I was just because it's a small field. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not. Whereas everybody travels and have, so you could, if you have this algorithm, you could use it really well.
Hello everyone. So my name is Raphael, and today I want to talk about a great job. So let me first start with a quick story. It's actually a story about me, sorry. I've been working for the past 11 years. I had 6 different jobs. The first job I had was word of mouth. The second one as well. Third one, guess what? No, HR agency. Fourth one, it was word of mouth again. Fifth one, word of mouth, I'm sorry. Sixth one, it was the traditional way. I applied through the corporate website. You will tell, okay, well, lucky you, fair enough. In fact, you are right. When it happens to you, when you get a job like this, wow, it's magnificent because you're not looking for a job and it comes to you directly. You're doing nothing, that's great. But when it happens to other people, well, it's very bad. How come? I'm getting jealous. I would like to apply for this job as well. How come I didn't get it? The problem is this one. 1 in 3 jobs is hidden, never disclosed. Pure word of mouth. This is something everybody has experienced once, I would say. But why are those jobs hidden? Well, for very different reasons. First of all, lack of resources, lack of time, conflict, internal conflict, hiring freeze, and so on and so on. So definitely, this situation leads to frustrated job seekers and also to inefficient hiring. That's true. So is there a solution to this? Definitely, greatjobs.com. What is that? Well, GreatJob has a mission, which is to hack the traditional job search process. But now let me get a bit into details. Greatjobs.com is an exclusive community of select members sharing and curating. Tell the word, please. Incredible word of mouth. That's true. And because we think that confidentiality is key, everybody remains anonymous at all times. So greatjobs.com relies and believes in one basic principle, which is the principle of emulation. What does it mean? Definitely, it means that if I am sharing incredible jobs, then other people will do so. So how to become a member? Well, anybody can join. Well, I'm sorry, not anyone can join. We apply different filters. The first one is that actually you need to have a valid LinkedIn profile because you are logged in with your LinkedIn account. We don't accept any Facebook account or Twitter account because too many are fake, actually. And we apply a second filter as well. And out of this filter, we reject about 25% of the applicants. You will say, well, you're building a hype community. Well, no, we don't want to build a hype community because we think that quality, reputation, and value are key to the community. We want to build a reliable community of people. And also because we want all those jobs to remain within this community, we do not accept any HR or any headhunters. So GreatJob, the product, now is live. It's actually a website. It's mobile friendly. Sorry, I don't have an app. And we are starting to see members, and they are becoming active. So if you want to see the jobs, then you log in with your LinkedIn account. You will see in the flow all the jobs available. If you want to click more, then you will see some details. You will see the job status, if it is whispered, if it is about to open, if it is another status. You will see also the contact detail of the hiring manager. You will see also the company name, and you will see also some description about the role itself. You can also browse all the jobs by region, by status as well. And you can share a job very easily in less than 2 minutes. We are starting to get some positive feedbacks from our early members. So far, we have had some jobs in different areas, client relationships, sales, marketing, digital, and so on. And we have also jobs everywhere in the world, actually. Europe, Asia, Australia, and 2 days ago, we had a job in New York. So GreatJob actually welcomes you. Obviously, if you pass the 2 filters, and if you connect tonight, you will get 6 months for free. So today I'm alone. I'm looking for 2 people to join the team. So if you think that there is something to do about the job search process, then come and we can have a chat. Thank you. Sorry, that was my first speech. So I hope you won't be nice with me. I hope so.
No, that was great. Maybe the slides were a bit, punchy because you were basically saying every word on the slide and you were playing it at the same time. All right, a few things. First, I didn't get your only LinkedIn thing. I mean, I understand what you want to do, but I know. I mean, it kind of feels, like you're trying to building yet another community, but with no real value, no real identity. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's like Microsoft swag. I mean, Alice can maybe elaborate on this, but it's just, I don't see where your value are. Like, what sets you apart from the rest? Okay. Maybe I was missing a bit, so maybe I just didn't get it, but it just that I was missing that. Okay. Just to tell me. And so I don't understand why you're not using more recommendation, people recommending someone who recommends someone. So you can grow a network of people who know or just try to recommend you great people rather than just having some filters that are not really clear. So that's my first point. I don't see your values and I don't see what sets you apart, frankly. I'm sorry. And the other thing is I didn't get your business model, so it's not free. You're making people pay, but who pays?
The objective, the first objective currently is to get people in the community. So
it's free for now.
At the moment, it's free. Yes, it's free at the moment, but not
And
for a long time actually. So today, if you join, you have 6 months for free, but then you will have to pay. But it's not that much expensive.
Okay, all right.
Because there is another, I would say, side of the business model, which is a B2B. But it's not the point today.
I understand. But once again, the thing is just that I didn't get why you should join your platform rather than another one.
This platform is focused on jobs that are not disclosed to everyone. So
yes,
the objective is
to
be able to get
that. I didn't get how are you going to achieve this?
What you're missing, it's him. It's his story, actually. And I know a bit of your story, and it's true that it's missing to totally trust your story. Like, he is coming from the banking world in Switzerland. He was smoking a cigarette with Kerviel. Yeah, for Société Générale.
He was not a friend,
like
actually.
A long
I recognized
time
him
ago.
later, looking at the newspapers. But in the first place, I didn't know he was Jérôme Kerviel.
What, 10 or 15 years in the bank?
11 years.
11 years. 11 years in the bank industry. So his platform and everything. So he quit almost, not yet.
It's planned.
It's a plan. He code alone his thing, and he didn't say that, and that's stupid. Because if you say that, you give everything that you're missing. Meaning, where I'm starting my community of people in Switzerland, my kind of friends, and this kind of people, and what is working in his community. I mean, what the job you have is the job friends, actually, people that you already know, and this word of mouth. At the beginning, for me, your pitch almost good, a bit nervous, but it's a style, and that's okay, and that's cool. But at the beginning, you say my first job was word of mouth. My second job was word of mouth. I was like, there is a job called word of mouth. I didn't get the thing like I get my job through word of mouth. Sorry, my English is not so. So I was imagining like title, but then I got it, and this kind of style, like very nervous, is good. But physically speaking, just an advice: don't move from left to right, left to right.
I was walking on the mic, so I could not stand easily.
I don't know. Anyway, otherwise, the only thing and the most important thing is where you started this, and who you are. Because it's not enough to say, I'm alone. What is good is who I am, why I did that. And we're missing that to believe you. Otherwise, I love this. What I love here is the psychological understanding of how you solve the fucking problem of recruitment.
Just to be clear, I totally missed that, and you should have told me that. Okay, I've got a community. I'm coming from here. This is what I observe. This is what I can do. This is what I achieve.
Well, I think I agree with what you said. Actually, I'm sitting in the middle because I don't know your story, and I didn't get the intro. But at some point, I started understanding more or less what you're trying to build. So I would advise, as Côme just said, be more clear on each step of what you're explaining on this slide and then the other slide. And so each slide is a concept, and you need to have a clear takeaway from it. So indeed, yeah, you could be clearer on your personal story and explain the word of mouth matter, very crisp sentences, and then take a zoom out from it and explain the big problems on the market, which is for candidates being frustrated for missing new jobs, and everyone knows, everyone that has lived this kind of situation, seeing someone getting a new job and not having even heard about it, so you're frustrated. So you can relate. So create a relationship with the audience more clearly on that. And because the audience can also be recruiters, you can also explain the problem for the company on the other side. So I'm doing lots of recruitment. I'm always doing recruitment. Our startups are recruiting every day. And it's a nightmare to be able to find good candidates without Lion, obviously, and without paying LinkedIn and without paying headhunters. So what's in it for me as a recruiter? I think I can understand, for instance, being in a company and saying, I can go on this platform and say, because I cannot have a headhunter, because it needs to be confidential and so on, using your platform, it solves the problem because I have access to people that are that are selected and that are real persons, real profiles, and so they can jump in, and I can find a way to anonymously share an opportunity. Maybe it's a stretch because you communicate on people's emails, so I think it can be very scary to see my email on a platform. It's anonymous, but someone from my company could say, "Hey, you can contact Bruno. There will be an opening for this kind of job in his team." So, but it's a product matter. It's not a problem. It needs to be taken into account. You know, the frictions for users on your platform.
The objective is to have a shortcut to the hiring manager. So this is the point of having a direct contact email of the hiring manager.
I know.
So this is the full point, actually.
He's got a point, but are you the kind of guy when you receive an application to say, "How did you get my email?"
No, that's true. That's true. And actually, what is smart is when you have someone that is like candidating at the right moment, even though I have not even sent out my recruitment job description. Okay, this guy well done, because he stands out because he sends me his CV before. Today it's a coincidence most of the time, but with you can empower people to leverage coincidences and to stand out because they will send their CV at the exact perfect moment when the guy will be thinking about recruiting. So you can give me an edge as a candidate to stand out from the crowd.
This is the reason why on the platform you have 3 different statuses for the job: whispered, about to open, and unofficially open. So you can identify whether the job is likely, imminent, urgent or not.
All in all, it's really important, like to really get your pitch. We need to understand why word of mouth, why all the jobs are hidden, and there is a problem behind the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, to see why your thing is super interesting. Some people here would like to test it. You have a partner, and you have a code for the people here?
No, you just log tonight with your LinkedIn profile, and then you send me an email. You have the email here. hello@greatjob.com.
And
then
it's free.
Just tell me that you have just applied tonight, and then hopefully you will pass the filter.
Yeah.
No, you will pass the filter.
You have to
sure.
go through the gate. And what is the second filter? You didn't explain it, right? You said the first one.
First one, you need to have a valid LinkedIn account.
Okay, the
so
second
this is the
one.
first one. And then we check the LinkedIn account, so whether it is well described, if it is, I would say, a detail or not. And then we do some e-reputation check on Google, for instance, and we try to crisscross all the data we can find on you. So that's so that we try to select people based on their, I would say, potential added value to the platform in terms of career path and professional opportunities.
Okay.
Not in terms of cat's picture.
Okay. And are you able to know how many, like as of today, out of all the things that have been, all the jobs offers, how many has been finally taken?
So well, I had one feedback from one lady who got one job, but then it's very difficult for me to do follow-ups on those jobs because I'm some kind of
Intermediary.
middleman actually. So this is definitely an objective that I have to develop something on. But at this stage, it's not readily available.
To be honest, when I hear you about the second gate, I feel it's not closed enough. I mean, it's not elaborated how you select the people. E-reputation, meaning we won't have crazy people, no pirates, no I don't know what. But doesn't mean that there will be a certain category of people. It means that I can put a job description, but anyone, even the people who are not at all good for that job, will have access to this. And maybe it will spoil my guy. That's true. You know, you don't make me feel that you will only show to relevant people.
Yeah, this is a feature which has to be developed. Some kind of.
So what are you looking for right now?
So I'm looking for people to join the platform, definitely, and also, as I said, people to help me on the product, on the technical side and on the growth side. So anybody who has a great idea to develop the product is welcome, actually.
Thank you. Well done. Please give a lot of love to Charly.
Hello, everyone. My name is Fatma, and I remember when I was 18, I wanted to become a journalist. But my country is Tunisia, and back then, Tunisia was a dictatorship. So everyone was telling me how bad my idea was and how dictatorship is not good with journalism. I don't know if they were right, but I chose something completely different, completely away from my dream job. And now, today, Tunisia is a democracy, and everybody in Tunisia is a journalist, except for me. So it's something that I fully regret, and that's why I don't want Sam, Claire, and Anna feel exactly the same way to regret the choices they made with their future. So they have to make crucial choices for their future, and unfortunately, doors are often closed. Family and friends are full of wrong opinions, and the system pushes them to make choices when at a moment when they don't feel very confident about who they are, what they like, and what they want for their future. And that's why we've created Charly. Charly is an on-demand educational advisor. He is as simple as a text. There is no apps to download, no ID, no password to create. You simply just send an SMS or a Facebook message to Charly, and he becomes immediately your best coach to make the right decision for your career and your studies. As there is no such service who is capable to provide a customized coaching experience to the 7 million of students each year in France, Charly is the best answer for this huge problem. And our competitors do two things only. They provide simple information, or they develop tools to help the students make the best decisions. But these tools are often personality tests. But Charly doesn't believe at all at these personality tests. He believes in human beings, and in their potential to change, adapt, and learn when they are motivated by their own project, a project that fits them and who they are immediately. You certainly remember your own experience with your professional advisor, professional counselor, and you agree with me when I say that they never put a foot in a company in their life. And it's the exact opposite of Charly, and this is who we are. We are a team of non-professional counselors. Actually, we went through our studies, we struggled to find internships and jobs, we wrote hundreds of resumes, we recruited people in our teams, and we went through all the experiences that face all the students today. So this is who we are. We are mentors, and this is why we have more than 100 of students who come and see us each day in order to find their path, and that's why they love us. So we are human, but we are also developing an artificial intelligence in order to help us go fast and coach as many as students who come to see us. The artificial intelligence come and suggests answers to us, and it does also all the research on the internet. Our goal are these ones. Actually, since we've launched 6 months ago, we've helped 1,600 students find their path. And our goal is for the next 6 months to help 12,000 students, and in 2 years to help 250,000 students. And that's huge. So our model of revenues is divided in 3 steps. First, we make big companies pay for the students. And this model evolves with the number of students we help. The second step is to offer premium services to the student. And the third one is to make surveys for brands who want to better know who are these people, the young people, and their tastes. This is the story of Marina. Marina was one of the first students we helped 6 months ago. She was taking her baccalaureate and she had completely no idea of what to do next. Marina today is very happy with her licence AES, and she recommended Charly, like all the other students we help. Each one of them bring us 5 of his friends. So we helped Marina, but also Jonathan, Jessica, Clara, and we will be proud to help you, your brother, your sister, your cousins. Please send the family to Charly, and we'll be very, very happy to help you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It was a really good pitch. Really sincere, authentic, passionate. She's living the story. She's been through it. You don't lie. There is no fake. Your voice is super beautiful to listen to. I don't know if you feel like this. Like you hear a mama. You know, like not this kind of bienveillance. How do you say it? Care, of course. It was a good pitch. I love it. And we all have been one day in front of this fucking conseiller d'orientation who doesn't really know a shit about anything, but telling us that we won't go anywhere if we don't do this and that and this and that. And obviously we won't do any of the things. So thank you. Thank you for doing this. Your pitch was good. I think you convinced the audience, but maybe I'm wrong. Who would like to send their not daughter, but cousins or friends or family to Charly? Yeah. It's 70%. It's not a 100%. Why is the other ones? If you can say it loud, why? There is a lack of trust of who is advising. There is a lack of what? Yeah, you don't know who is addressing your kids. Yeah, so who is talking? Maybe that's what is lacking. Say, you explain, we are not people who are professional counselors. We have been through this path. We have sent curriculums. We have found closed doors. We had to struggle to find our jobs today. So we are the best one to be able to advise you. Maybe it's not quite convincing. That might be the only part for me. And otherwise, so maybe you can answer on this one, because it's a real choice actually to find these people.
Yeah, actually, before we launched Charly, we spent 6 months going from high school to another one, and from a university to another one. We talked to 2,000 people, from students to their professors, their parents, and I think we really found the pain point is what they miss is the experience, and what they like in Charly is the experience we provide. And we find help also on the internet, with the artificial intelligence we develop, we find all the answers on the internet. We make phone calls all the day. We make phone calls with schools, university, with professionals, in order to provide the best answer.
I have a question.
Yeah.
The problem, behind the problem, if I'm 18, are you about to answer to me like Akinator? Like, if you want to become that, then you have to do that. Simple question, like science. You have to have this degree. Or will you tell me something different? First, don't be afraid. It's not because you choose this path that you will close the door. I don't know. What will you tell me if I'm lost in my life, how to choose my path?
When we coach someone, it's during 3 weeks to 3 months. And Charly becomes really their best friend and their best confidant. Charly really knows them better than anyone else. He knows their dreams, he knows their passions, he knows everything they want to do after school, during school, and their grades, etc. So really go deep in order to know each one, in order to provide him with the best suggestions. And it's really nothing. It's not a robot. It's really not a robot. It's 100% human, a human who will care for you and who will give you and provide you with these strong messages. So yeah, it's really, really care.
Well, first, well, it was a very, very clear pitch. I agree with Elise, so congrats for that. I was very, like, my mind was blown with the problem you're trying to tackle, because like helping kids that are at school finding their path, it's maybe the biggest problem every country has, be they developed countries, growing countries, emerging countries. You've got the problem everywhere, and kids, I've been there, I have daughters, and they will be there at some point. So it's a major problem to make a thriving country. So that's not an overstatement, actually. That's the only problem we need to solve, to put everyone on his dream job, doing things that match his skills, his interests, and his passion. So that's a good problem to solve. Well done. And after that, I was a bit underwhelmed by your answers to that, because I could not really see the difference between what you're wanting to do and what the ONISEP do and what the Conseil d'orientation do. So that's and I would be instead of putting a graph with lots of logos on it, be more authentic, because you're authentic. So just explain in real world, what are the solutions the kids have to understand. So they have a poor old Conseil d'orientation who doesn't know what he's talking about, and was referring to dictionaries where you have a job which is responsable du marketing, and they don't know what that is, but say, you like clothes. Oh, you should do marketing. That's that's the level of intelligence those guys give to kids. So, that's you like figures. You should do accounting. So that's very bad. So explain why you're not doing that and who are the guys behind it. So make them relate and sell your difference. That was and also. Yeah, and also you should explain more clearly the fact that you're working with the kids for a long time. So 3 weeks to 3 months, yeah. It's a great part of what you're building. Being able to coach them over time to become their confident, and to become the go-to person when they have questions, and explaining that you will be able to build lots of knowledge about the kids, and you will help them over time, over several years maybe, because. Yes. I don't know if it starts with 6 years old, 10 years old, 15 years old, 18 years old. It was not totally clear to me. So clarifying that and explaining you're working alongside them for a long period of time is the best answer you can provide, I guess. and that's about it.
Yeah. No, just very quickly, because I know you, and so actually the thing that I missed in your pitch is that the magic of it, and you know, I mean, we some of us know this at the family, and the thing is, we're missing a big slide with we helped this number of people, and this number was satisfied, and this number recommended us, and that's it. And this is how it works. You're just better than this solution. So we don't need a graph. We don't need those complicated slides, you know, with we're here, we're better, or even your business model. We don't care about that. Just show that you're magic, and that's the only thing that matters. And so you should put it more clearly and just advertise it. Charly is magic.
Yeah,
right?
Charly is magic, really.
And maybe a demo. We didn't see it.
Yeah.
We want to feel it, like this text message exchange, you know? All right. Okay. Bravo. Thank you very much. Just a question. What are you looking for right now? I mean, what are your next steps? What do you want from this audience?
Just send the family to Charly, or your brother, your sister, your cousin, anyone. So we will be glad to help them, happy to help them. We're looking to grow and to help each one of them.
Okay, thank you. Now the last one. Woo. It's Ease.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Benjamin. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Ease, and tonight I'm going to talk to you about authentication and web usage. What we created is a homepage that removes authentication from your web in order just to make it simpler and faster. So, what do we see as a problem of authentication today? Basically, we all know it. We spend hours on the web, and by being on the web, what we do is we create, we use, we change, and we lose passwords and IDs. But what we want is go deeper into that problem. As a user, what do we really want? Basically, what I want is to be logged in. What I want is the content, the end, and not the mean. So, and especially today, when you want the full content of a website, you actually need to be logged in to get it. So our plan is pretty simple. What we want is to basically remove that barrier, but not make any concessions on anonymity and data security. Those two things I'll talk about after the demo. And the demo is now, and okay, let's pray. Okay, so basically, this is my personal Ease platform. I created categories, and we call them profiles. I have a personal one, an Ease one, and one from my school. How do I log into a website? It's pretty simple. I click on an icon, it opens it in a new tab, and boom, I'm logged in. If I have multiple accounts on the web, it's not a problem. As you can see, I have a Twitter account and a e-Twitter also for Ease. If I go on one, it will check which account is connected. Okay, I did some tests, I'm not gonna lie. And if I go on my personal one, the robot will take care of logging you out and logging you back in. The important thing is, as a user, your web is really unique. We all have smartphones here, but every app inside your phones are different. So you customize with our catalog. Our catalog is generated by our users. All the apps you see are asked by our users. And what you need to do is a drag and drop. And then you have two possibilities, because on Coursera you can create an account with sign in with Facebook or with a normal email. So basically what I did was create an account with Facebook. I click and add, and it's all good. Our job is to log you in, but we feel that our responsibility is to log you out. So on Ease, you have two types of logouts. You can log out only from Ease when you take a break, or you can log out from all the apps. It will just open the tabs and close them back, and you will be logged out. Okay, let's go back to the presentation now. So yeah, and as you can see, our product is a URL and an add-on. So it's all good when you're not on your personal computer. Anonymity and data security, those two things are the basis of our work. There is one thing you need to remember as a user. It's basically that we don't know either your Ease password or your account password. They're encrypted and unknown to us. Here is the team behind our product. We are 6 guys, all 22 years old, and 2 people take care of the business, and 4 people take care of the development. We started to code mid-July. We launched a demo 2 weeks ago, and now we are counting 800 people using our product. We are based in Lille, but we want to come and see you guys soon. Yes. For now, who do we sell to? We sell to schools because students, as us, have many, many different websites to check every day. But today is a special night for us, and for me, and for my team. And what we created is a special URL for you to be able to create a free account, because our best platform is still to come, and it will come thanks to you guys, and thanks to your feedbacks. What do we got in the pipe for the next 3 months? So we want to bring ease to your mobile usage, and also we want to level up our catalog with APIs, because we think that websites could create a new access experience to their content through ease. To finish, how long do I have? Good. So to finish, I'd like to finish with a word about our mission. Today, websites of any type work very hard in order to greet and keep their users. But this work, we believe that by definition, it's done from the website and by the website. And our mission is quite simple, actually. What we want is start doing the same job, but from the user's side as well, with one common goal, and it's just a better web experience for users. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Here we are on is-space/, okay. So, okay.
Is.space.
So
is.space. It's
and
your space.
anyone can go on is.space/.
Yes, this is not my computer, actually, so you can just go.
No, but people tonight, you gave
Yeah, people tonight. The link is open. It will be open until Friday at noon. Sorry, I didn't say. And you can create a free account. You can give this link to your friends, and they will be able to create a free account.
And is this one?
Oh, sorry, it's in the slides. It's in the slides.
Okay.
Yes, so a free account is.space/the family.
Is.space/the family. Try it. I'm on it already. It changed my life. No, seriously. I mean, no, but I'm on Dashlane. I mean, it's a nightmare. All the key. I mean, I never remember. Especially me, I never remember anything. Anyway, so thank you for this product. So it's a homepage, basically.
Yes, exactly.
It's a magic homepage.
Actually, yeah, if you open a new tab, the ease comes down directly. And but if you don't want it as a homepage, you can actually just disable homepage and it will go back to your normal homepage.
Yeah. So if I go anywhere and I connect on ease from any computer, I will go back to my community of application.
Yeah, exactly. How and you can basically, if you want, what we love is, and it maybe because we're a little bit young, but what we love is the mobile experience. And you know, you have a home page on your mobile, and you can switch apps very easily. And basically, when you click, you're connected. What we want is just to take this experience and bring it to your computer, because people today are creating apps and apps and apps. But you know, when you go to Le Bon Coin and you need to buy a table, well, you need to understand and know your password, and that's fucking boring. Sorry.
And so you started through your school?
Yes.
And 800 people are on it?
Yes, using it.
Okay.
Yes.
What are the feedback?
The feedback, it's kind of binary. Some people say, okay, I don't get it. And because we have a lot of times until the wow effect, you know, because I had to put some work on this. Before having the full, actually a big part of my web on ease, it takes a little bit of time. And actually we are working very hard to actually automatize the addition of apps.
Okay.
But and some people, what we like is the people that start using it stay and love it even more every day, and because they just basically add more and more of their web inside.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
I love your pitch. I love your energy. It's straight to the point. The product is working. It's the kind of pitch that you need the slide, you need a demo to understand, because if you had pitch, I do on pages, nobody would have get it. So it worked pretty well. Can you log out to show everybody how it works when you log out? So there is a magic in
So
the
basically, you see, I connected on Twitter and Amazon, and Twitter and Amazon will log out.
Yeah, so it was a great pitch. It was really, really fast, so maybe you can slow the pace, everything's going to be fine. Maybe, I mean, the demo is core here, so you can skip all the, we're solving big problems, etc. Just do me a demo, because this is the way we understand. You're totally solving a big problem. Thank you for saving Alice, because we were sharing a Dashlane account at the family, and we had all the Alice passwords, so we in our shared account. So yeah, it's a pain. I mean, I don't know who used Dashlane or 1Password here. Okay, so not so many people. Okay, so yeah, Basically, it never works. It always logs you in the wrong account. It's just a pain in the ass. So basically, you're onto a very simple problem. So it was definitely great to make a demo, but take some time to show us that, okay, I click here, it logged me in. Just take some time to walk us through the product.
Okay.
And maybe from the start, so you start adding by the apps, and your logins, and you can switch accounts,
more
log
into
out,
the usage.
Yeah, just show me how I'm going to use it when I sign up, basically.
Okay.
So, and it was good to give us a URL. Basically, your homepage when you're not logged in is a bit empty. I don't know why I should create an account.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know,
So
you have it's a small link at the bottom. So maybe you can.
This is a page for our users. So we wanted to. We want our primary impressions to be not about ease, but about something a little bit inspirational.
I understand, but the thing is, it's okay because you have a huge community of frequent users. But for people who don't know you there, they come onto this page, and I don't know if that sign up.
We have a different URL for a landing page, and we
that's
work
a bit
on
confusing, this.
Because our product, we are full web, so our product is a URL as well, and we're working on it. What we're thinking is doing something like explore.is.space, and have like something.
I mean,
like this.
just in the way you onboard people, it's a very important part, because actually this is where you're going to lose maybe 50% of your users. Between the sign up and the people who use it, they are convinced that it's great. But you have to onboard people and show them how to use the product. It's a very manual process. You have to take them by hand, but this is how you will convert, because this is the most important problem of these apps, is that you have, it's a huge setup, so you have to take the user by the end when he sets up his account, so he can become a power user. All right?
True.
Cool.
Well, the pitch was very clear, well, it was very clear on what you're doing, but I was not totally clear on myself as to the actual pain point, because I don't personally totally relate. That's my problem. I'm spending all my time in my computer, which is set up, so everything is in Chrome, all my passwords, and I'm always logged in. And otherwise I'm on my mobile, as you said. Everything is logged in also. So the discussion made me understand. But I understand also that the main people you're working for, set aside Alice, are students, because they are always working from shared computers from one place to another. I guess that's the reason why you started at the beginning, saying it's a nightmare. I use lots of product because today I have lots of logins everywhere. So that's for students. And
it's just also a problem in a company when you have the company account, your personal account. If you're mixing different.
Yeah. Okay. So my point there is that it's difficult for me to read, because I don't see the personas you're working for. So if you had us at some point more clearly the pain points for students, for people in companies, put in plain words, it's easier for me to understand. But for me, I mean, for someone who is not necessarily concerned by the problem every day. Okay. And in a way, your sentence you said when Alice asked you a question, saying we're taking the experience of mobile to the desktop, it's actually very clear, or clearer, I would say.
Okay.
And maybe you can work from that and go into more details, but find a few sentences that nail exactly what you're trying to solve. So one sentence, personas, and well, that would be my two ideas today.
Thank you.
Who will test it tonight? Yeah. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You liked them, you hated them. You have to vote now. So you will have to applaud and to select one only, and to give a lot of love, make some noise for this person, okay? And the one who wins the Lion, You can hire people from Lion. They have access to the Lion pool. And also honor, like I won. Of course. But do you remember everybody? Okay. So I will say the name of the startup, 1, 2, 3, and you make some noise. You can make some noise for everybody, but you make more noise for your chosen one. Okay? Great jobs. So I will say great job, 1, 2, 3. Great job, 1, 2, 3. Donkeez, 1, 2, 3. Charly, 1, 2, 3. Is 1, 2, 3. Ooh la 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 la. Felix, 1, 2, 3. And SPOTR, 1, 2, 3. Come on, guys, two of you. Okay, so now you have to choose. Okay, so make your choice. No, Lille or Paris, right? Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is. 1, 2, 3, 4, Felix. It's Felix. Bravo, Felix. But bravo also for Is, and bravo for everybody. and you win the bling bling. Bravo. Yeah. Okay. Bon, thank you everybody. It was a pleasure to be with you tonight. Thanks to all of the pictures. Thank you.
Que la famille.